Yo, what's up guys? I joined PSGL, the best league in the world, as you guys know. I'm a controller sweat. I am gonna be on PlayStation. Today we're gonna take a look at my sign up for the PSGL league. You're gonna see what it takes. So it's not one track that we're sweating today. It is two tracks, and those tracks are Spa and Texas. It's about 16 hours worth of footage that I managed to put into about half an hour for you guys. So today we're gonna see how we square up in time trial against the rest of the world and in which tier we can get placed. Yes, guys, I'm back in the commentary box. It's been a while. Usually, I just put these all together and you guys can see my reaction. But for this video, we're back in the commentary box. I'm gonna commentate over whatever is happening in your screen. So we're starting off with Spa. Of course, a beautiful track. I love the track. In time trial, still a very fun track. And as you can see, we're starting off in lap 11 because I kind of didn't have the footage from before, but this is also the benchmark for this video. Now, the signups were made known about 29th of June. And I think this is the first day or a couple of days before that even. We'll see at the end exactly when. Of course, we have a few days to set these times. And at the end, the leaderboard will also not really show us the true picture, as not everybody has tried and sweating this lap yet. But in this first lap, as you can see, we have done a 44.7 already. That might be a 44.7 from my top 1% video. I have no clue. But as you can see, we're gonna cross the line. Through the bus stop we go. And we're gonna do a 44.623. And that is the benchmark for us today. 97th so far in the world. As I said, it's not really, as you can see, it's 29th of June so far. And I think the signups had just been made known. So this is probably the first day that we know that the signups are going to be time trial for PSGL. Of course, you have everybody is going to sweat it. So right now, not everybody has touched it yet. So you don't really know where you're going to end up. But we will just wait and see what is going to be happening. At the end of this video, I will show you, of course, my best laps and also the placement that we end up with and my reaction to those placements. But we still got a long way to go, as this was just the 29th of June and the signups were like, you could sign up until the 8th of July. So quite a long time that we have to sweat this. But yeah, I was not really planning to take that long to sign up, but we still have a couple of days. So, as you can see, we are in lap 14 now. We are finding some time, but into the bus stop, I was really still struggling with the bus stop. It's not really good corner of mine. We actually managed to do exactly the same time, amazingly. But it does give us a new delta, I think, which is crazy. But still so much time in the lap. As you can see, we're all over the place. It's not really looking good. What I usually like doing, as you might know from my other time trial videos, if I really am struggling with a corner, and this is a hard corner, you can gain a lot of time in this corner. I'm just flashbacking, going back to try and get it right in my hands, you know, in the feeling, because I can see what someone else is doing, but to do it yourself, it's a different story. So to do a little flashback a million times and you get it down, that usually does the trick for me, and then you can really learn the corners. But as you can see here in lap 16, we're over a 10th up. Can we keep it together towards, I think this is called canvas. Unfortunately, we lose the rear there. It's such a hard corner, because you want to throw the car in, brake late, and barely braked really. Keep the minimum speed up and then get onto that power straight away. Really hard corner to get right. But we're gonna move on now to lap 18, where we managed to go pretty equal to our previous lap time. Into this right-hander there, you also want to keep the minimum speed. We find a lot of time here also through No Name there. As you can see on the exit, we're again a 10th up. So there is definitely a lot of time still in the lap. As we do not have the webcam right now, because I think I just purposely put it off. As I was just not even sure if I was going to make this video yet at this point. But the webcam will be there for the next sessions. But as you can see here, we're able to keep it together into this right-hander. Unfortunately, we lose all the time that we had previously gained. We do 15-0-8-2 as sector split. And going into the bus stop, we're still 10th up. Let's see what we can do. It's a 44.5, and that is the first day of sweating over in Belgium. It puts us 13th, but as I have mentioned, it's quite deceiving.
If I really sweat it, but I don't think I can do it right now.
So now we move on to the other track that they've made. That is gonna be the other sign-up track, and it is.
I just like it so much. I just like it so much. I cannot stay off it.
Yeah, as you can see, it's Texas. I was live at this point. This was, I think, even before the Spa lap that you have I've just seen. I was just live streaming, and after league race, I thought, what should we do? And I was like, oh, let's just do a little bit of Texas. And this was before the sign-up, so you can still see my delta in the top right-hand side. I hadn't changed it yet to the middle. So this is like 6th of June, something like that. So a whole month earlier. But this is going to be the benchmark for Kota, as you're going to see here, going through the lap. This was only my 6th lap around here, so it's not really going to be anything that special. But it was still quite a decent start. You know, we're still missing the apex by a country mile. But we're 10th up. The first lap time we did there in the top right, you can see, is a 32.3. But a lot of time these last two corners, which you will find out. Can we hook them up? Gain a lot of time through there. And into the last corner, we're just trying to keep it together, not do anything really special at this point, because this was just in a live stream. We do a 31.9, which at the time was also P13. So yeah, I was really surprised. But yeah, that's the benchmark. At this point, we are probably the 30th of July, and we're not getting of June actually. After the signups were made public for Texas, this is the day after I just did Spa that you saw at the start of this video. So we're gonna go back in here, and we're gonna try and improve that 31.9. And yeah, Kota is such a hard track to put together. Spa is a really long track. Texas is also quite a long track. But Spa has less hard corners, but it's just such a long track that you just wanna... You don't even need to nail every corner, you just need to be at 95% every corner, and then you will have a really good lap if everything is kinda alright instead of just one corner that you mess up. And in Texas, it's also a very long track, but the corners are just way harder. So you can find time in different areas that you lose time in. It's really hard to put together a whole lap, and a perfect lap around here seems quite impossible. But as you can see, we struggle really in this left-hander. It's a really hard corner to get the traction, as it's uphill and downhill as well. But we are able to find some time finally. As you can see, in that left-hander was also a lot of time. We still messed it up kind of, but we're still 10th up. And going into the last sector, it's already lap 16 by the way. This was a late night, as you can see in the bottom right. A little bit dark, but I just thought, let's just grind a little bit in the evening. Do not open up this corner, and unfortunately we invalidate. But it took me quite a long time to get back to that level of the 31.9 actually. So I was kind of struggling a little bit. But perhaps we can do a little bit better in this first sector of lap 19 now. Through these S's, really important to minimize the distance and use all of the track possible. As you can see, the lines there, you cannot cross those lines. You can cut quite a lot of the corners around here. You really have to maximize everything on this track. Also, this left-hander, just like turn 1, is a really hard corner. In turn 1, you don't even see the apex, so that makes it one of the harder corners actually on the calendar. Also, that corner, you do not really have the braking points at some corners, so you kind of have to do it by feel. And again, we're still taking a way too tight of a line here. But we're still seeing green on the delta. So let's see if we can hook up these last couple of corners. Now, last couple of corners were not too bad, I would say. But we still have to send it And let's see what we can do. Still almost a 10th up. And through the last corner we go really deep. And we lose some time. But it is an improvement finally. And I was happy with that. It's 35th in the world now. But we have to improve because last season PSGL was F2. And that was end of the year, which is of course different to start of the year. Now you've got some newly motivated people probably. We managed to improve again. In lap 24 already. You can see how much I'm cutting out of this video, you guys. It's a long video, but I promise you, I tried keeping out everything that I could to just show you really what it takes. So you cannot even see how many times I messed up this first corner. But this instance, we keep it together. There's a lot of time if you keep it together. Get the traction down as well in turn 1 and brake as late as you can here. Not the perfect line, but it's alright, it's alright. And through this right-hander, we get a good, very good exit. Almost a 10th up. But we still got a long way to go to the finish line through this left-hander. Clipped the inside curb there. Did gain a little more time there. Here you want to brake as late as you can. We didn't cut enough of the corner there. But we're still very much up on our time. Let's see if we can improve and keep this together in this technical section of the track. We send it in, we gain even more time. Look at that, 2.5 tenths we're up. We're on for a 0.5 if we keep it together in this last sector. Just about, of course, 6 flat, but then we... So frustratingly, this is typical. This is typical to go dive. If you've done this track, we were 2.5 tenths up and we only improved by a tenth. Yeah, I was amazed. I was amazed that we were still quite high up on the leaderboard, considering that mess up there. But that just shows the potential in here, and that's why it was also really hard to stop. As you can see again, we are actually 2 tenths down. From 2 tenths down, we still managed to improve. Oh, that is so... yes, we gain 1 position. Yo, what up guys, we're back for the PSGL sign-up sweat. We are at Texas now, and as you can see, we are in the top 100 and on PlayStation 23rd. So, do we have a chance for F1? I don't know yet. This lap was not great at all. Yeah. We're already gonna switch over to lap 14 of this next session. Yeah, that lap was definitely not great. A lot of the time in the lap, but so hard to hook up a lap around here that even though a couple of corners didn't go right, a lot of the corners did go very right. But you can see here, in lap 14, we can see that big 10th improvement that we can get around here. Let's see what we can do. We send it in, we lose a lot of time there. Only the last corner remaining. Kinda took it too careful there.
Broski, wat doe ik al?
And I was getting a little bit frustrated. As it goes around here, of course. Through the last sector we go in lap 17 now of this session. We know that a lot of the time is here. On this exit. And we still...
Bro, doe ik gewoon...
Yeah, we still mess up the exit, unfortunately. Yeah, it's quite annoying seeing this back sometimes, because this is after all the sweating. I know what I'm doing wrong, of course, but I had to go through all the struggles to now be able to see where the time is. And of course, sometimes I knew where the time was, but it was just so hard to keep it together. As you can see again,
What the hell am I doing?
no clue what I am doing. It's a new session now. We're in lap 11. And we're again in that dreaded last sector, where we are able to match our time pretty much. But then we still have these corners to hook up. This is a really hard corner, and we do get the exit there. I think I lost the car there in the previous lap. So that's why we are a 10th up. And we know we just have to send it through these last 2 corners. I still took it a little bit safe, but we're up on our time. Into the last corner we go. Yeah, I was really, really struggling through the last corner. And even though I messed up so many times, it kind of gave me more and more motivation. I was kind of like, okay, we have to at one point just get it together. Let's just keep going. Let's just rock with it. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Lap 24 now. Again, we're a 10th up. Going into the last quarters. Can we improve though? Send it in through. Again, we lose so much time there. And in the last corner, we do improve by barely anything. But
Yes!
a very important improvement, because now we do not have the annoying delta where we can just easily gain the 10th, but then we have the hard last corners. So in lap 25, we do a really good sector 1. Let's see if we can keep it together again through the last corner. Another place where a lot of the time was still at. You can see keeping it tight. Using all of the track there. Can we get the exit down? Unfortunately, we can't. We lose pretty much all the time, but we also lost a lot of time in these last couple of corners, so we can still improve. Let's see what we can do. Sending it in. Gain a tiny bit of time. But unfortunately, not an improvement. I was still motivating. That was motivating me to do more, because I was like, okay, the time is there. There's so much time in the lap. Let's just hook it up. We do a 0.5 finally, second sector split, which is quite good. But not if you miss the apex there, unfortunately. We still carry the speed. And the delta still 500s up. So again, we are in the dreaded last couple of corners. And we lose the time there. Only last corner remaining. And unfortunately, again, we are so close to improving, but not close enough. So we're going to go back to Belgium for a little bit. That was enough of that day, you know. You can only, a person can only take so much. So we're going to go back to Belgium. And in lap 4, I was already getting pretty warmed up. So as you can see here, there was a lot of time in this right-hander. And we're looking for an improvement here already in lap 4. Can we keep it together in the bus stop? Again, I am really not good in the bus stop chicane, but we do keep it together. And in lap 4 already, we're down to a 0.4, which at the time was P39. And my aiming for PSGL is F2, meaning you want to be in between top 25 and top 50 at least. In just PlayStation, that was my goal, but preferably on the higher end. But of course I just want to do what I can do. And yeah, here we are in lap 9. As you can see, plenty of time still in the lap. We're over 10th up, so we're already looking at a 0.3 if we just hook it up. If we just hook it up. And unfortunately here, it's not gonna be easy today, you know. We are it shouldn't be too easy. We understand that. It shouldn't be too easy. But yeah, kind of messed up there, and that's the end of that session. So we're gonna go on to, I don't know if it's another day. It's probably a day later, because I was like doing tiny, like short sessions at some times. But I think it was either this day or another day where I kind of had the whole day that I could just spend on this. As we are, again, only 4,000. It's so frustrating. You're up on your time and then you're pretty much equaling your time. It's really frustrating here. It looks like we're gonna improve. Oh, we actually are. But you can see by my face, I'm not really happy with it, because there's just still so much in the lab, so much potential, that there's not really any reason to be happy with that lap. And I was kind of aiming for a 0.3 here, because I kind of knew, okay, there's definitely a 10th in the lap. Maybe, probably even more, but just...
Oh, waarom ben ik zo slecht in de laatste bocht, bro?
I'm saying, why am I so shit in the last corner, in the bus stop? I can tell you that, bro. I can tell you that now, but at the time I just had to learn it, you know. I was also in between session. taking breaks. As we can see here, finally we hook it up. Is it gonna be a 0.3? It's not close enough, so I was not really happy because I really wanted to get that 0.3. I was happy with the improvement, but it's still not a 0.3. And now, as you can see, another outfit's changed. It's still the same session because I just left my PlayStation on, but I went to the gym, came back for some more spa, and so we had some more motivation. So as I was saying, what's really helping me improve over time is just...
Bro, 8,000.
As we are 1,000 slower, what really helps me improve over time is just keep looking at other hot laps, see what they are doing. As you can see here, this is so much time in the first corner. It's just the first corner. There is so much time. Also the line through Eau Rouge and Radion is very important to gain the maximum amount of time in Sector 1. It only seems like it's only a 10th or only half a 10th, but it's actually a very important 10th. As we are up by a lot, we have to keep it together. We're gonna try and send it through here. We do really nice. As we are 1.6 tenths up on our time. Going through the banked right-handed there. We still are able to keep the time, but unfortunately we do not really keep the minimum speed. Going through No Name. There we hit the grass, but actually you want to hit these curbs on the inside. They gain you a tiny bit of extra time. Sending it in. I notice you can keep it in 5th here. And it will also just gain you time. It's just faster to keep it in 5th. And through this corner. Unfortunately, again, I was not happy with that time loss there. I was like already in my mind here. Quite bummed. But we still had to try and improve through the bus stop. But unfortunately there, the curb. We took a too tight of a line there. In the left hand there. And we don't even improve.
Oh my lord, bro.
So we're gonna go back to Texas. Because after that I did improve my spa lap. But I'm gonna show you that after Texas. So give me a couple of minutes. And then I'm gonna show you the best hot laps. Because we are nearing my best laps here. As we are in another session, you can see the amount we have improved over these couple of days. As you can see here, really nice through there. Half a 10th up. Let's see if we can keep it together. Very nice tight line. The exit wasn't great though, so unfortunately not really maximizing through there. And then through the last corner of Sector 3. Really weird that this is then still Sector 3 and then, or Sector 2, and then here we have Sector 3. Really weird placement, I feel like, in all the sectors around Kota, but who really cares? As we are going through here, going to 2nd now, but we do see some time gain there. Unfortunately, we lost it on the exit, but there is potential there. And that is what we are looking for. Going through the last corners here. Kept it a little bit too tight. And we unfortunately invalidate. So, again, lap 9 now of this session. You can see me in my work uniform. Because this guy finally went to work. And we are still going through the last sector. We keep ending up here. Pretty much similar time. But we cannot improve it, unfortunately, yet. Now, as you can see again, in this first sector, there's so much time. It's just like Spa. This first corner, it's so important for the whole of Sector 1. So we're going through the S's here. It's really nice Sector 1. Can we keep it together, though, for the rest of the lap? That is the most important part. We only have to do everything perfect in the rest of the lap. Which is, yeah, really hard. But 700s we are up. This left-hander again. Not really nice. You want to brake really late. Also for this one, brake late. Turn in a little bit later. We still get the exit right though. Keep it a little bit smooth here. Minimal braking here. Look at my braking inputs. I'm actually braking a little bit too much here. But we do gain a lot of time. We're still 10th up. We're still 10th up through the last corners. We're going to go. Can we hook these last couple of corners up? We're going to send it in. 5th gear. Unfortunately, lose a lot of time there still. And into the last corner though. Can we just keep it together?
Broski, what the fuck?
Only 2 thousandths slower. But it's finally time. You guys have been waiting. I appreciate the love for these time trial videos. As the season is also gonna be about to begin, I also just want to practice the normal and not only time trial. But we're gonna get into my very best lap on Texas. First corner, going down to second gear. We hope the curb here. The exit, unfortunately, was not really good. Not even good. And that's why we are not even gaining time in an already bad Sector 1. But this is my best lap for a reason. You can see here, we really minimized this distance, used all of the track. We could have been more to the right there, but this left-hander, we really maximized the track. And unfortunately, we're down on our time. Where we were a tenth up, in some cases, we're now down on our time. So we're just gonna send it. We're gonna keep going for the rest of this lap. Still half a tenth down, but there's so much time at every place that we're gonna stay on board, of course, for this last sector. Brake as late as you can there. Turn it in. We go down to second gear. I actually preferred that. We gain a lot of time there. Into the right hand. We missed the apex slightly, but can we hook it up on the exit? Get the power down quickly. Matching our time so far. Into the left hand. We go down to second gear. But overall, really nice corner there. That's where we gain pretty much all the time. We're over a tenth up. And now we only have the last 2 corners remaining. Can we keep it together? We're gonna send it in. We know we have to. We keep it together and brake at the black box. Turn it in. We go quite deep. But we do not lose any time in that last corner. And we cross the line, do a 31.649. Still not perfect. But it's 20 seconds so far. Now this is the 6th. And the sign-ups were until the 9th. So there's still going to be people that's going to be improving. But now we're going to go on board for Belgium. My best lap in here. As we're going to start our lap here. Still not a perfect Sector 1. As we've seen previously that we were a tenth up. So we are still losing half a tenth here. But the lap time comes from the whole of the lap and not just one of the corners. So you're gonna try and keep your head together and just focus on getting the rest down. So we're gonna head into first real couple of corners here. Using all of the track, keep it in 4th there. Still also some time in that sequence of corners. Through here it was quite nice. We kept it tight and got onto the power quite early. Kept a lot of minimum speed through No Name, maximizing the track. And we're 600s up. Going through Pujon? Is it Pujon? I think so. Clipping the curb there on the inside. Here you want to clip that curb on the inside too. For maximum time gain. And in here was really nice. 5th gear. Getting onto the power as soon as you can. Using all of the track and into here. You really want to keep that speed up and get under the power. Get the exit right. So it's still a 10th up. I was really in a flow state in this lap. It felt amazing every corner. It felt so good. We're gonna take a breath as we get a friend request. Going to the bus stop. My worst corner probably on the whole circuit. We just have to keep it together here. In the bus stop. We're still gonna send it because we know if we can take it careful, it's not gonna go right. We're gonna go to the curbs. And on the exit, we're actually gaining time also through the bus stop. And we cross the line.
Oh my lord.
With a 44.275.
Boom! Fucking hell, we're fucking done with this. Holy shit.
So those were the laps. Now it's time for the placements. Okay, a little hype in the chat, guys. I'm hyped for the placements. I think it's not really gonna be a surprise, right? But we'll see. Maybe there are gonna be surprises. But it's always fun. The calendar. Okay, what do you guys think of the calendar? F6 or 7? It's good that you have a break, so you have a lot of time to practice Madrid. Britain, China, perfect. Nah. Perfect. I don't like Imola, but alright. Vegas is good for racing. Mexico's good. Brazil, Bahrain, Texas. Apart from Imola, I feel like this is the perfect calendar. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. What the dog doing? Okay. I'm curious where I would line up in these shenanigans. More details will be shared once we are done with PS. God, no, it's taking fucking ages, man. Okay. We order people in a certain way, and TT times is the last criteria in the procedure. Then we might be in for a little surprise treat, guys. Okay. First ones. are here. See me in F7. I'm gonna break my monitor. I feel like they should make the whole thing no assist. I'm not gonna lie. Announcements. Okay, okay. We're moving. F5. Oh, F4. Ooh, now it's gonna get exciting. Are we gonna get F3? Are we gonna get F2? I would be surprised if I'm F3. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be a little bit bummed. Come on, them guys. Don't be shy. Just gonna wait and wait and wait. So, nice weather, right, guys? This takes so long. Just release that shit, bro. The lower tier is F7, F3. Okay, I'm not F3, guys. I'm not F3. I feel like he just doesn't like this game. Yeah, F2, bro. Oh, they're here. They're here. Holy shit. The F2 grid, guys. Insane. I kind of already knew that we're gonna have F2. The grid. Zane, bro. Insane. Kevin. Way too good to be in F2 as well. MB Racing. I'm really happy that Nicholas is in there. Let's go. Oh, we got some quick guys in here, though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now we have F1. Snack, Melvin, Polymassi. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, this is a crazy grid, obviously. I'm happy. I think this is a good grid. I think it's a fun grid. Happy, happy, happy.